Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to a scene from Sept of the Howling Winds, the werewolf venue, where Chris is a butt and keeps changing his face claim. God. But yeah,
I'm wiggling my butt.
No butt wiggles for you. You're in timeout. So what actually happened is that Binary is yet again doing her thing, because, she and Lefty aren't always working on the treehouse. He's only got so many funds. We can only take so many steps at a time. So she does periodically actually waste time. She's very adept at it. And at this given point, she is doing what she has recently taken up as quite the favored hobby, and has kidnapped Lefty's skateboard and is in the parking lot to the Sept Park and puttering her around, practicing, doing little jumps, little ollies. And yeah, she's got her earbuds in. She's keeping mostly to the back half of the parking lot just so someone doesn't like whip in and kill her. But yeah, she's scooting around, doing her thing, looking like a punk ass kid, like you do. And yeah, listening to her beat boop music.
And it is Cole's first time in the city. He's driven a long way from home. He's been driving for, like 2 days now. Something like that. Driving a long ass time. And now that he's finally in the city. This city that he's heard vague bits about, given that it's so fresh and new, this Sept. He finds himself getting close to where he believes it's located, as he drives drives his motorcycle into a parking space, turns it off, and then gets up, swings his leg over the bike, hops on over, and shouts through the umbra. Sept of the Howling Winds, hear me! I am Cole Skulson, deed named forged by fury, born on the full moon of 2 legs, warrior of Fenrir and Cleith to the nation. Bring forth a guardian, for I seek entry to the Sept.
Does he pop back across?
Yep.
Well, I can't roll dice, apparently, because it hates me. It doesn't even seem to be online for some reason, which means I probably need to poke the ST.
I can do it. What are you talking about? I'll do it for you. Oh, I see, yeah. I'll just roll 5d10 for you. What's diff standard?
I don't know. It's the primal urge to be like, hey, is that guy a werewolf? Albeit he did just pop across the Umbra and back, which is pretty telling.
And he kind of did the whole formal introduction thing.
Well, she was Tellurian side. She can't hear it.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Neener. I mean, if it works for you, awesome, but I don't think it will since the dice... Oh, wait, it's back up. Let's see if it hates me still. It does.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, it's not rolling properly.
It's not rolling at all.
Yeah.
Well,
Bot is decided to go AFK.
I will totes roll these somewhere else like a cheesemo motherfucker.
Yeah, where do we go?
So, do you want to try scene 2?
Just for fun?
Well, that's the thing. I figured we'd just like pop over to just for fun, because if it's not working on this server, it shouldn't work in any of them, but we can try.
Nope.
Yeah, I think it's just down.
Okay.
That sucks.
I have an alternative. One sec.
I mean, we could just use a different thing that the STs have access to, assuming there's any real question. And I'll like screen cap the log.
Yeah, either you can try roll Z.
I'll just use a different Discord and like blue book the rolls. Cause fuck it.
Cause fuck it.
So I'm just gonna copy this and I'm gonna go over here. Let's try just for fun and see if it's working. It might just be down overall. We'll see.
I think it might be a problem with the dice roller.
You seem to be correct, sir.
Shit.
All right, roll Z it is.
Roll Z, I'll invite you all to a room, so that's gonna take a few minutes to set up, but yeah.
All right. Well, in the meantime, I will assume that him, like going to the Umbra and back is kind of telling. So. Yeah.
And he kind of smells like Pure Breed 4.
Oh, good point. Fuck that roll. I don't even need. Yeah. So yeah, he does his thing and he pops back over and punk ass kid with the skateboard has in the meantime like popped it up and is just kind of leaning on the end, looking at him with her ridiculous brightly colored sunglasses.
Yeah. Probably got something out of his out of one of the side bags on his motorcycle and turns to see her and hearing the sounds of a skateboard rolling against the pavement, which is a very distinct sound, mind you. And just kind of furrows his brows. Are you a guardian?
Me?
He crosses his arms.
I mean, I know I look pretty buff. She scoots a little closer. And then once she gets there, like just kind of pops a sit, like straddling the skateboard like an asshole. And scoots herself a bit. You knew?
Yeah. It's come a long way to get here.
There's like a little eyebrow quirk. So serious. And yeah. She goes, nah, not me. I'm just a babby. She like gives him like a mock salute. This little like
Right. So, how long does it take to get a guardian out here?
She kind of glances back towards the park. I don't know however long it takes one of them to walk. Blink.
Blink.
Ew. A lobby, you say? How fortuitous. Now I have to relearn how to roll things. Oh my god. Is it just... Okay, sweet. Oh, how do I do that?
/Nick space, what you want to be called.
That'll work. Okay. Haha. So yeah, there's a very, very thoughtful, very meaningful exchange of like blank looks.
Blink.
So, are you another person related to Adelheid?
Adelaide.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm familiar.
Oh. Man. She proceeds to slump back till she is like legit like laying on her back on the skateboard and starts like kind of scooting herself around with a foot.
He's got a lot of energy, you know that?
Blink. Like, this is all I do. This is the only energy. This is it. Right here. And there is a bleep. And she rapidly pulls the phone out of her pocket. She's still got her earbuds in because she's rude. But she pulls it out and glances at the screen and grins. Starts, like, typing rapidly. Sends whatever it is off and then just kind of lays the phone on her chest. So, do you know Ableton? Maybe? Yeah?
I'm new to the set.
I mean, he is too. And you smell like the same kind of people. She taps her nose.
So he's a warrior of Fenrir. Okay.
Yeah,
I can't honestly say that I know anyone here.
Oh, shit. That would have been cool. And she proceeds to like do a little lean and scoot herself and like slowly raise herself back up, plop the phone in her lap, scoot a little closer to this bike here. Like not towards it isn't gonna bump into it, but like alongside it sorta.
Mm.
She's
He's just like, he's got his arms crossed. He's keeping an eye on her.
Oh yeah, she very abruptly decides to take a keen interest in his motorcycle because mechanical thing.
Uh-huh.
You must not know him because his car is like, yeah.
His car is like, yeah.
Yeah, it's she like pops her head up like meerkat style, glances around, and then like points over that way. That one over there that like the paint's good, but you can tell like parts are about to fall off. That one.
Huh. It does look like parts are about to fall off. Somebody drives that?
No, it looks lovely. It's totally roadworthy. Stop it.
Doesn't look lovely. It looks old and beat up. But it's got a nice new paint job. Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough. It's great.
Yep. She's very carefully not touching but looming on this bike, like craning her head around looking at all the bits and pieces that she can possibly see. How new is his bike?
It's, I don't know. It's real washed and looks shiny.
Yay!
My car looks real washed and looks shiny.
And sounds like it's dying. I hope it's not that bad. Oh my god.
No.
That was amazing.
I grew up around cars.
I love you so much right now. But yeah, she has now decided to take like an uncannily keen interest in the bike and will eventually go ahead and get off the skateboard so that she can, with some sort of balance and whatnot, kind of like crouch near it, nose practically touching while she's craning around trying to get a good look at the motor.
Did you lose something over there, stranger?
No, it's just I don't think anyone else has a motorcycle. I've never seen one in person before.
What?
Yeah. It's fucking cool.
Thanks. Can sit on it if you want.
Really?
Just don't knock it over. There's a kickstand right there. See that?
Yeah, she'll nose around.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. I
That's what's,
gotcha.
that's what's keeping it up. So don't knock it over. Yeah.
And she is going to very carefully climb onto the bike, which will probably be comical because she is in fact quite the shrimpy. So considering that he's probably got some considerable height on her, or I imagine that even when she makes it up into the seat, her feet aren't going to touch the ground. So she couldn't like pick this thing up even if she wanted to because she can't brace.
So heavy.
Holy shit, this is cool. It's way better than simulators.
Simulators.
Yeah.
What the hell are you on about?
You know, driving sims.
He just kind of squints. His arms still crossed.
What? They don't let me drive a car? I mean, I guess they could now. I guess. Need to work on that whole forged identity thing first, I guess, because I don't legally exist. But, you know, other than that, she hops down.
What's your name?
Binary.
I mean, there's more to it, right?
Oh, yeah, that. Speaks in binary. Theurge kind of gestures like vaguely at the more pale side of her face, the like one of the splotches. Metis. And yeah, Cub.
Cub.
Yeah. Told you I was a babby.
Well, I guess you didn't hear, but I just made my howl. My name's Cole Skolson, deed named Forged in Fury. Born on the full moon of two legs, warrior of Fenrir and cleave to the nation.
There's like a pause and a blink. And she's like, ah, right. This little snap. Polite stuff. Like, tips her chin way back. And if he keeps looking at her funny, we'll slowly, like, with her chin tipped back, be an ass about, like, plopping her butt on the skateboard and flopping back on it.
Yeah.
And then starting to scoot again.
And when that happens, he'll just say, "It's good enough."
Oh, good. I mean, I guess I could get lower, but I don't want to continue scooting.
It's funny. You said you're a Theurge, but you sound like a Ragabash.
There's like a shrug, a helpless shrug. I can't help it if I have a personality.
Uh-huh. Does personality come with a punch?
The side eye comes out. Little bit of the playful goes away. What, you mean like that punch face stuff?
They play punch face here. Well, that's good.
I mean, Abel plays punch face. Starts redirects her scooting. A little lean on the skateboard, like the little bit of that nope coming out. Just a touch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a you guys thing. That's not so much a me guys thing. So I'm just gonna go. Continues just kind of idly scooting.
Everyone plays punch face.
No. You guys with the big muscly man arms play punch face.
how do you think you get big, muscly man arms with which to fight?
By being a big muscly man? She's sitting up now. She's getting a little more paranoid. You see, what you think happens is I fight back all good and I get all big and strong like the Jolly Green Giant, but what actually happens is you punch me in the face and it hurts.
Right.
Trust me, I've experimented with this.
Is this any like does a pointing gesture between them? Is this what happens when an agent of the worm comes to punch you in the face?
No, when an agent of the worm comes to punch me in the face, I am behind someone else. With these things. And she like pulls a guy's breath out of her pocket and gives it a wiggle. Or turning off cameras. Or, you know, doing other useful things that I don't suck at.
Well, I guess I can't argue with that.
Yeah, last time I was super helpful. I popped out of the floor and said boo. Super effective.
Out of the floor.
Yeah? I make for a charming distraction, I'll have you know. And she's finally like easing back up again. Kind of pops the board up. Almost misses. Manages to catch it. Props it up. Pretends that totally didn't happen. I really don't know what it is with you guys in the punch face. That doesn't seem polite. That's not how we say hi.
It's a training thing. You got to be ready at any moment. Because there's going to be a day when you're going to have one of those in either hand, and there isn't going to be one of me to stand around.
I don't know. That sounds like I made a tactical mistake at that point, and I don't do that.
Huh.
Gotta have a plan. Use your noodle. Like, taps her temple. It's almost like I've been arguing this with 2 other people forever.
Well, I guess somebody's not listening.
Nope. Not when I can help it.
Well, sounds like somebody's going to be a cub for a while.
I've already been a cub for a while. Can't make me wait but so long. Oh, if only you could hack spirits to make them sing. That'd be pretty baller. just do it. Just come in.
Do it. Emperor Palpatine enters the scene. No, he doesn't. This guy. Enters the scene.
He can see the sass levels.
He's you can all both see him coming from a mile away, rolling up into the car park with his 2 legs. A fairly well-built individual of above average height, although he looks like all well-toned and stocky. He's a bit slender more than he is like, you know.
He just doesn't have that extra bone.
And it's rather punk attire, like binary over there in black jeans and a decorative bomber jacket.
I'm going to, for the lulz, assume that he is coming from behind her because it's funnier that way.
Yeah, are you still flopped over?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. She's standing up and has the skateboard kind of propped in front of her.
Oh, so she's standing at the back. She's sitting at the back of the skateboard.
No, she's standing up and just has it like stood up on an end.
Ah, okay. In which
Like
case,
heavily on it.
Cole can see Abel walking up behind Binary. He just does this.
And she's still got her
And,
earbuds in, so I'm not even gonna roll.
and takes his 2 fingers,
Mhm.
and as soon as he gets up close to her, just jabs them into both of her hips.
She
Like,
proceeds
electric shock.
to shriek like a fucking banshee, jump potentially high enough if he's close enough and dumb enough to have leaned forward that she might clock him in the chin.
He's learned.
And and kind of gives a flail. The skateboard like plops onto its wheels and starts just kind of lazily rolling away. Meanwhile, she's just kind of gives out the loudest like yeah! Fuck. Whirls around, like goes for like the two-handed like shove on his chest. Why would you do that? Fuck.
You get shifty eyes.
Oh,
You need to
really?
pay more attention to your surroundings.
Oh,
little girl.
no. No, that's what you said with the horn.
I mean, the fact that I managed to do that too is also rather telling.
She pops out one earbud. There. There. Are you happy? Listening so good?
It's a start. His finger pokes you in the forehead a little bit.
Stubborn face. The nose wrinkles. So, hey, look, a new guy. He smells like you, but not.
Yeah, so strangely so.
You this Abel she's been talking about.
Yeah.
The most innocent of grins. It's not innocent at all. She starts sidling after the skateboard as it has rolled away.
Nope. No, she doesn't.
Why doesn't she?
She starts to sneak off, and then there's just like a hand just kind of lands on her shoulder.
Oh, hey. Hey, buddy. Hey.
I'm Abel Trimbunson, also known as Luna's Glimpse, Homid Galliard Cliff of Fenrir.
So that's so. And he takes a few steps forward and holds out a hand. It's good to be met by a brother in arms.
Indeed it is, and he'll shake your hand quite in quite lively fashion. His other hand just tightens its grip on shenanigans over there. There were a few more of us, although my cousin had to leave for Sept, unfortunately. Family business back in the homelands.
Dramatic sigh. Over dramatic sigh issues from Binary at the mention of his leaving.
You know you love me.
He was so much
Yes.
nicer than you. Sticks her tongue out.
That's probably because he didn't know how difficult you were.
He was nice. Let me borrow his shield.
He spoiled you.
Hey, it was nice.
It was.
It's kind of squint.
Wasn't so bad being outside. Just saying.
Well, you got me now. And I'm sure I'm more than a fair trade.
Of course, Raya.
There you go.
The most forced smile. It's admittedly a very joking, forced smile, but all the same.
Oh, yeah, you really should hear about a time when I stuck on her with my entire car and just slammed my hand down on the horn.
That's
She could have
'cause you're
won.
a dick.
She could have won the high jump that day.
Oh my god. I ate shit so hard. Why are you so mean? I got road rash from jumping off my skateboard. I was like about to do a jump, and you're mean.
Don't jump off your skateboard then.
I wasn't supposed to jump off my skateboard
And why did you?
because you're a jerk.
That's no excuse.
Raya, grin.
So, you truly have the tongue of Garm. However, I believe there are some things that I need to know.
Slow lean in to the side. What's the tongue of Garb?
There's like a bit of a blink, a forced blink from Abel.
Yeah.
Galliard.
Oh. Cool. This little thumbs up. Stands back upright.
Guess so. She sucks.
Uh-huh.
No, you.
Yeah. Before I actually yeah, considering that.
Oh, no.
Jesus. Everything's terrible. I can tell it's not broken because I can hear all the moving.
Yes. Yeah. Speaking of things I need to know, though, I do need to ask you a couple questions and cleanse you before we come onto the set, obviously.
Right. Is there Paradox present for the cleansing?
I know the right.
Oh.
So yeah, Philodox won't be necessary.
And he, like, raises his brows.
So what brings you all the way out here?
Thought I'd give the West Coast a shot. I come from the Sept of the Sentinel.
The Sept of the...
Sentinel. It's in New York.
Didn't that
Just say-
antenna come from there?
See Binary's eyes kind of roll back for a second as she consults her database. Her internal
No.
database and kind of brightens.
No, because he said he was from Florida.
Yeah, New York is not Florida.
Yeah. Fair enough. Just up to proving metal here then.
Let's go with that, yeah.
Eyebrow raise.
There's nothing chasing me. I just needed a change of scenery is all.
Fair enough. I was just going to say if you've got baggage, we need to know about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Even if you were, you wouldn't be the first. It wouldn't be a problem.
I quash my baggage where it stands. So that I don't have to carry it.
There's like that slow twisting expression, like that whole "that doesn't make any sense" face.
That is an attitude I like to hear, and something this little one could perhaps learn from.
And
As he
that
wiggles her
baggage.
shoulder.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was just telling me about how she prefers to stand behind my kind and take care of the cameras.
And the healing. And the healing. Tactically sound. It's called strategy. It's a good thing.
you're just witness to like this incredibly flat face and eyes throughout the entirety of your explanation.
It's strategy. Strategy is good.
Strategy is good.
She
But
proceeds
even
to attempt to sidle. He's probably still got a really good grip on her shoulder. But she give it a shot just to see.
Join in skateboard.
Forced grin.
but even our Theurges in the Sect of the Sentinel are battle worn and ready.
Strategy is not a substitute for action.
And I bet they look like Valkyries and are like big and grr. She even like with the grr like does the little mock flex thing with her little skinny arms.
Yes. They're the envy of every male kin.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but that's just not me.
That's a shame.
That is a shame.
He's just smiling at you.
So, I am gonna go and help Lefty with the treehouse. I'll catch you guys later.
What about your skateboard?
Well, I can't reach it because you've been holding my shoulder. I need to, return that to Lefty too, conveniently in the process. So I'll just get that, and she like tries the turn and step. There's probably a slight recoil as she hits the end of his arm length and then bounces back because I get the feeling he's not letting go.
So either you can tell me what you done did or said, or I can ask to find you on someone here.
I didn't say shit.
You seem awfully eager to get the hell out of here.
Well, you've both mentioned the fighting thing, and Punchface came up at least once, so yeah, I'm outie. 5,000.
No, Punch Fate lessons are not at this time of an hour.
Yeah, but you guys don't seem to confine it to lessons. You get a little excited, and then people are getting punched in the face, and I don't need to be in the splash zone for that. I could just, not be here.
I'll be Bobby again.
Shut up.
This
He
cutesy,
will let you go.
all this cutesy shit. Is there a time designated to punch face? The Scepter of the Howling Winds?
For her, not for us.
Good.
Binary trains with me fairly regularly.
Yep, every morning for a month. Does that little like arm swing of like, oh boy. Continues on her way to retrieve the skateboard. Oh god damn it! It's like under a car. Gets down, starts like squirming under to reach for it.
Looks from her back to Abel. Got any more questions?
Nah.
Right.
You seem cool. I've dealt with worse. And I wouldn't you're one of my tribe, so I can rely on you.
And it goes from like it echoes since she's under a car. Oh my god, so much worse. If you hear the rolling, she's probably snatched a hold of the skateboard finally.
Just waiting for that reason. It's that one reason to just. That was his fist slamming an open palm.
Well, speaking of loud noises, the warder here is actually one of our own tribes, so you might want to speak with him at some point.
Right. Is your warder who the designated Garu to speak to about where not to go? What to be careful of?
That other info. Other people might know, could tell you. I'm fairly new here myself, so I know the places not to go on set and He kind of waves his hand.
And the keeper says no
towards to say-
fires.
Oh yeah, no fires, no guns on no firing of guns on Sept.
Well, like no fire at all because it's dry and then the whole state catches on fire. It's a thing.
Huh. Well, New York is no stranger to fire, but I guess I'll keep my lighter to myself.
Yeah, wildfires are a little
Fucking
Bit of an
outrageous.
yeah, they're a bit of an issue around here, to say the least, because how dry it is.
Right. So, no fires, no guns. I'm good on both. You mentioned something about areas not to go.
Yeah, because I can't remember out of character, I'll just tell you all the characters Abel knows in character. There are a few obvious ones.
Like the fact that it is still an open park, so there will be
It's-
people coming in and out. There will be tourists. There will be visitors and hikers. Be careful
And-
of what form you're in, etc., etc.
The city has wormish stuff in it. There's leeches. There's some leeches we aren't supposed to kill because they're everywhere. That sort of thing. So there is actually a kill ban on leeches, apart from ones that are specifically designated as targets. You tell you that.
And spirals. Lots of those. We killed a hive.
Is that so?
Yeah?
So, what's left for the rest of us?
More hives.
Excellent.
And thunderworms.
What's a thunderworm?
It's an enormous literally sharp-toothed worm that can hold a hive.
That sounds great.
You
We
see,
dealt with. Oops, sorry.
you see a wild grin sprawl across Cole's face.
We dealt with its larvae just a month ago, but obviously we need to go after the big one at some point. Of course, that's going to involve us taking on a whole hive, so we'll want everyone around for that. We need to find out where it is first, because it's always moving beneath the earth. It's a Tellurian creature.
Ew. Like it's in the here. Like
Mhm.
giant toothy mouthed worm thing is in the here.
Makes you think twice about using those tunnels again, huh?
No.
There were Black Furies and Ragabash back at the Sept of the Sentinel that could track extraordinarily well with just a name or a description. Do you have those here?
Of the Thunderworm, unfortunately not. I don't even know if anyone's seen it, only that it exists.
Well, I've only just got here anyway, so
Oh yeah, we don't need to plan anything that far in advance, and yeah, if you want to do something like that, it's definitely something you want to chat with the water about. He's called Punches All the Faces, Afro Lupus of our tribe. Arun, like you.
punches all the faces.
Which is weird because I've never seen him like in Homid. You don't really punch with your paws.
No.
No.
If you hadn't said the word Athro, I'd be inclined to test that out.
Binary is abruptly attached to Abel's sleeve. What if I could make or get one of those little reader thingies that measures earthquakes, and if it's tunneling around in the here, and I dig a little tunnel and I triangulate and shit, I bet I can find the thing.
Are you talking about a seismometer?
Yes.
I'm not sure how that would work, but then you're the tech expert, not me.
Yes.
Doesn't that just track like seismic waves beneath the earth? It doesn't necessarily give you the exact location, does it?
It doesn't, but that's where triangulation comes into play.
I'm just gonna trust you on that.
Uh-huh.
It's a thing.
Hey, I said I was gonna trust you on it.
You look skeptical. He looks skeptical too. He looks really skeptical.
Well, all I know is that Cockroach is gonna love you.
Yeah, huh? We're gonna be bros.
Like me and you.
We're gonna friend each other on Spirit Facebook. We'll set our relationship to it's complicated. It'll be legit.
Does it and he turns back to Abel, does it get any easier?
With her? With everyone else, largely. Apart from that one Uktena who thinks he's a Ragabash because apparently he has Cody heritage, and that gives him leeway to act like a dick.
Right.
You hear from him recently? Oh, sorry.
Yes. Oh my god. Never mind, I'm not talking about it.
Oh no, please do. Please do.
She suddenly like perks up realizing something. It was like, oh, nope, never mind. Like,
I would like as much ammunition as possible. So
oh, but if I tell you, you're gonna make Punch Face even harder.
how?
I think what the Raya means to say is that if you don't tell him, we'll make Punch Face now.
She's very dramatically, like she's still holding onto his sleeve and just kind of dramatically slumps until she's like sitting and holding onto his sleeve still. There's a little bit of pulling, but not that much. So he said he wanted to be a better fighter, but then he was all flinchy, and Lefty beat him, and then we fought for a while, and technically I beat him, but he let me. He surrendered, so it totally doesn't count.
It does count. He shouldn't have surrendered. What the fuck? That's a sparring match. It's not a challenge.
It just kept going forever, and he was like, oh no, I won't learn anything if we just keep doing it over and over, and then he flopped over, and I really wasn't sure what to do.
If it's going for a long time, that means you've probably found an opponent on your level that there's like a minor brain aneurysm.
Yeah, he kept freaking out because, I did the thing I do where you swing at me and I make the faces. Okay, I was flinching and it freaked him out.
You said a tennis, so this isn't another cub.
No, This is a Cliff. Spent his sweet ass time getting to Cliff. He spent 10 fucking years as a cub.
No wonder he reached a stalemate with a cub.
Abel crosses his arms as he talks about this person.
He tries.
Yeah, no.
He's still got one arm like weighed down.
Yeah, this is true.
So it totally doesn't count as winning, so we don't have to up the challenge level, right?
What, with amateur?
Yes! She lets go of his arm finally.
That guy wants to adopt a fucking cub and can't even protect himself against one beneath his station. That's pathetic.
And yeah, Cole just nods like, if he could emphatically, but no, just yeah, very much in agreement. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, he wanted to adopt an amnesiac cub 2 days after meeting her, and then met the den mother on the day he decided to make that offer.
Huh.
He's creepy.
Yeah. Made a lot of promises he can't keep, like getting her an identity.
Grin. Slow, broad grin.
Sounds like this Sept needs more punch face.
No, not more punch face. You guys can play punch face. I'll watch. I'll keep score.
I mean, I've been here for less than an hour, and already I've heard about Cleus that surrender to cubs and people that don't keep on their promises. That sounds like begging for more punch face.
Ooh, in that case, I'll cheer.
It really is. I've been improving the amount of punch face we have, but oh yeah. By the way, this guy's a guardian.
Is that right?
Oh God,
Yeah.
is he really?
Yeah,
Oh
he's
no. That means I could be a guardian. Kind of does a little eyebrow waggle.
you could be at this rate.
Guy.
I'm as badass as he is. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting attitudes on Sept here. We're working through it, but some people seem a little bit obstinate. He doesn't actually refer to speaks in binary when he says that. He does not give her the side eye or anything.
Bizarre. And in a sept where the warder is again a Fenris. Huh. We've got a lot of work to do, Abel.
Yeah, I mean, it got off to a good start. First time I came here, was immediately whisked away to go to battle with the Thunderworms and see the formation of a shrine built to Fenris. So there is potential. It's just a case of consistency
And a lot of squish.
Oh, speaking of squish, you should hear her when you squish her. She squeaks.
No! Starts immediately batting at his closest hand, expecting to get grabbed. Scooching back.
You get squished.
No, no. You know what? I said I was gonna go, so I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna slowly getting up.
Your hips are briefly squished and compressed. Like a squeaky toy.
And yeah, she issues like this ridiculous little squeak. It's admittedly a squeak of protest, but it's still a squeak.
Isn't that adorable?
Little arms and legs flailing. Let me go.
Aw, fine.
Turns around, bats at his face.
Your squishing is turned into a brief hug and you'll let go.
The flailing dies down.
So I'm going to go talk to the warder before I get hugged. And if anyone tries to hug me along the way, well, that much more punch face.
Hey man, if hugging you means more punch face, that seems like a win-win for me.
Don't try me.
I absolutely must play punch face with you somewhere down the line.
Somewhere down the line.
She just leans in. Do it.
Oh,
All right, Palpatine.
Yeah. Cole takes off his coat, tosses it on the on his motorcycle, picks up the dukes.
Oh, damn, okay.
No time like the present, huh?
Can't say I disagree. He will take off his jacket and give it to Binary.
Binary is now holding a jacket. It's a bomber jacket. She puts it on. It's way too big.
It is. I'm actually going to roll initiative in Scepter Language because I think it's working now. Let me check. But it is.
Nice. Yes.
It is. I have an initiative of 9.
Plus, I have an initiative of 14.
Oh. Oh.
Y'all ready
All
for
right.
this? Ba 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 ba. No. Okay.
You smash him in the face, right? You do that? I'm assuming you do that.
Yep, gained a rage for entering combat. I'm going to spend 2. And I'm going to punch you in the face.
Good man.
That's what I would have done. Roll. Center equal to 6F1. 1 success. Holy mother of ones.
You can do it. I mean, in theory, I don't want you to, but you know.
One is all it takes.
Nah, bruh.
Because ones, when it comes to damage and soak rolls, don't take away from successes in this venue, which is really great. I'm gonna roll my soak. Nope. You deal him 1 damage.
Pow!
And then bam, you smack, you like him a good one. Abel will now take his hit. He'll spend 2 rage. 3 successes.
Meanwhile, Binary over there going, First Blood!
Yeah. Ooh, free bashing.
You're at diff 5?
Yeah, Guardians get -1 diff on sept.
I thought we were in the parking lot.
Isn't that on sept? Isn't that considered part of this?
In theory, wherever you are is not on sept because you haven't cleansed him and brought him into sept yet.
This is true. Okay.
You can keep the roll, just the one would negate one of the successes.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I'll adapt. I'll adapt the rolls then. For next roll.
Okay. So
diff 6. Sorry, my bad.
it's all right. So how do you want to do that? Because you would have had only 2 successes. Do you want to take away success on your damage?
I'll just take away a damage, so it's only 2 damage you have to soak.
Okay.
Um,
So equal to 6F1. He's gonna take 1.
it's a fairly even fight.
Yeah.
First punches.
First punches. And then we're on to rage rounds.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll another 10 less than or equal to 6F1. Boom. Boom. 5 successes.
Oh yeah, you nail him with that one.
So yeah, 4, 10.
Oh. Oh, he only takes 1 damage.
Nice.
You hit him really hard, but he takes it. And you know what? His rage action is going to be a haymaker.
Really?
+1 diff, but +1 damage and applies knockdown. So he's going to come at you this time.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
I need to look up the combat maneuvers.
I got you.
Okay, so that only applies 2 damage, but it knocks you on your ass. I think you get, what's it, like your count is prone now or something? You're on the floor. You have to get up first.
Do I soak?
Yes,
You may
can still
soak.
the damage.
You do.
Fuck yeah, I do.
You're on a floor doll.
Give me. I wish this thing actually had a thing. That's special maneuvers. That's sturdy fighting. Plus knockdown. So yeah, knockdown is the same mechanic as sweep. So yeah, you fart overs.
Oh.
Oh no.
Which means I have to spend my second rage action getting up. Or were we on our second? Yeah, no, we were on our first rage round, so.
Yeah, so this is your second action getting up, and he's going to use that as an opportunity to hit you again, but this time not as a haymaker. And I'm actually going to get 6 dice because in wound penalties. Oh. Oh, yep, 2 damage again.
I'm going to take 1 of it.
Yeah, Abel's strategy seems to pay off.
When do
He
win
even
penalties start? They start at 3?
they start it once you get past bruised.
So it's 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 5.
Okay.
We've both taken 2 levels of damage right now.
So you're both at -1.
Right. Top of the initiative again then, on my turn. Going to, since I gain rage, I'm going to spend another 2. So I'm down to 4. Actually, no, fuck it, I'm going to spend 3.
Ooh.
Roll. 6 of 1. 3 successes.
Ow.
6 of 1. So 3.
Ow. Ow. I take 1 damage.
Mhm.
I'll spend 2 rage, can only spend 2. Oh, it's 3 successes. Oh, that's 3 damage.
Soaked.
Oh, nice. Rage action.
Rage actions. First rage action. So less than or equal to 6 of 1. 2 successes. 1 carries over. 10 less than or equal to 6 of 1. Soak 2.
Nope. Oh, -2 now. And I don't get any successes at all. So that's my rage action. My first rage action done.
Now we're on second. I'm going to do the same. 10 less than or equal to 6 of 1. Go. That is 1 success. That's all it takes. So damage is going to be low.
I don't know, man. With the way we've been rolling on low dice, it's okay. But
Hey, but
I
you
do it.
soaked it. You soaked it. Your turn.
That's okay. I do the thing. Oh man, I'm getting no successes now. With 5 dice, that's actually pretty poor. I'll be getting successes for a diff 5, but I'm not. Yeah. So yeah, no, and that's my second rage action. So you have your third.
Third.
Come at him with
successes.
Come at him with the speed of a thing. A lion, a leopard, a cheetah.
Wow. Jesus. So two.
No, one of them is negated. Not negated by the one.
Oh yeah, because of the ones.
It's not F1 in this game.
Right.
It's F1 for attack rolls, but the damage and soak rolls don't have F1 on the end.
It's gonna take some getting used to. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I still make the mistake.
Right,
I don't soak any of it. Does that mean I go down?
You are at -7. I don't keep the damage. I don't keep health levels handy.
Oh, sorry. What are you at?
Is it 7?
7 is in cap.
Okay, I go down. You got me.
Ding ding.
Yep, he goes down. He hits the pavement. Fucking hurts. For sake of the scene, because he needs to be conscious to actually cleanse you and let you on the sept.
Oh, it'll only take him a minute to wake back up.
Yeah,
probably because even in Homid, like people heal pretty quickly.
So yeah, in that minute, Cole's gonna wipe a little bit of probably blood off of his lip, and then put the thumb in his mouth and go, "Not bad, not bad, tongue of Garm, not bad." Yeah.
We want Binary looks down, looks up, looks down, looks up. Doesn't quite look alarmed. Not quite. Just like Jesus, essentially.
And he'll kneel over to him and give him that little to the side of his face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm back. 1 second. Just 1 sec. He will rage shift into Glabro. And his wounds begin healing fairly quickly, and his head clears at a much faster pace. And then you see him shift back down on his. He's still sitting down while this is happening. Good. You got me good.
And he smiles. You fought well.
Thanks. I can do a lot better. Hey, that's what practice is for. Practice makes perfect, right?
Mm-hmm. He looks over to Binary. Practice makes perfect.
She's not nearly as bad as you'd think she is or how she says she is. She's actually quite good.
Huh.
She's like innocently looking off, like, what? Me? Hmm?
And she's, she's not exactly, what do you say, like Muhammad Ali, but you know what I mean? She has most of the fundamentals and basics torn down. It's not like she's incapable or anything. She's probably the best cub fighter on this set by a mile.
Really?
Awkward face intensifies.
Of course, that doesn't necessarily speak as well of her as it should speak poorly of the other cubs, but, Barney gets her due.
Well, someday soon. Tomorrow. Even tonight. If you'll let it happen, Binary. I'd like to step into the ring with you.
Is no an option technically? Take me to the shooting range after? Grin?
That is for a predetermined time of punch face. You're going to have to go longer than just one round if you want to get taken out to the shooting range.
Oh, I didn't make it past one round very well.
Can make it.
Come on, I got it for training I was supposed to do anyways. Eyebrow waggle. Slow sidle. Slow sidle.
And yeah, Cole looks at Abel and he's like, I just got to the sept. I don't know what curfews and permission she has. I'm not fucking with that.
Hey, you're an adult. Totally counts.
Did you try getting one of my kin into trouble?
What? No. He wouldn't get in trouble. I wouldn't even get in trouble because he's an adult. I'd have a chaperone. Noddle.
There is a curfew in place for the Cubs. I'll take her out. It's got to be a full match though, right? Not just one round.
You only went one round. Points at the ground.
Yeah, but our match lasted and there was more to it than just a match. We went on for a good half hour or something, at least.
Wait.
We went on for a while.
What, just now?
Not just now. Last time.
Well, yeah, that was ridiculous. And you were blocking everything instead of punching back because you're only half a jerk.
Until I did bop you.
That part sucked.
That part did suck for you. How about you come down to next training session, Cole, and we'll see about that punch face.
Contractually obligated. Does the melt onto the ground thing again. Very dramatically.
We'll see. And
it's a lot of fun.
Says with a smile.
And teaches a cub something apparently they haven't really learned.
Huh.
Pops her head up for a second. What?
I know you guys did basic training, but I mean, you saw Katie. She could barely throw a punch straight. I wouldn't call that basic training.
Okay, she's got things. She's got. It's Kate. No E, just Kate.
It's Kate. I know there are issues there.
I don't know. She's supposed to be Hamid and lives in Lupus. I got nothing, man.
She's a rare case.
Yeah, so
fair to
I
say.
wouldn't use that as a point of reference.
No.
Really.
Yeah, just for reference, Cole, Kate is an amnesiac. She was, I believe, she was literally kept captive by Pentex before he rescued her. So there's a...
Yeah. Hey, I helped.
Be far from me to tell someone to tread lightly, but with her, I think it's really in everyone's best interests that we tread with caution.
It's a shame she doesn't remember.
She's got the... Yeah. You don't want to freak her out too bad. She can get really wigged.
That said, she does need to learn how to fight, because if she's in that state and heads off on almost any mission, there's a good chance that just gets her killed.
What's her breed, Auspice?
I believe she is a Homid Philodox. Smells of Uctena. A lot of Uctena on Sept. There's actually a Lupus who smells of Uctena called Blue.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's a Ragabash, I think.
And the Alpha's Uctena.
And how is the Sept on full moons?
Not that many of you guys. There's a Fury Guardian called, well, I'll just call her Gabby. She's one of my friends. She's a Black Fury Homid.
Is her sister still around?
No, not from what I can tell. I haven't met her anyway.
No.
I haven't heard anything about her, actually.
Well, she's in Arun too, for what that's worth. But I guess if she left too, I got nothing.
Yeah, no.
Well, bottom line is, there aren't enough of us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it'll be a welcome addition to the crew, as it were. Alpha's a nuke tenor, so that explains why there's so many nuke tenor in the first place.
Right.
I believe it's ran jointly by Children of Gaia and Nuke Tenor.
Well,
no excuse for not teaching the Cubs how to fight properly, though.
He nods.
He left. He's a child of Gaia, and he fights better than I do.
True.
Is this Lefty? Is he known for his skill in punch face?
He's a child of Gaia Philodox Homid. I wouldn't call him the best fighter, but he's passable.
He's my bro bean and kicked Jesse's butt.
I mean, yeah, but Jesse's not exactly a challenge for anyone.
No frowny face.
I mean, I'm partially. I would almost consider it's so bad at this point, from what I hear, that I would consider it within my right to refuse his challenge because he's so bad at fighting. It wouldn't be considered fair. I'd at least have to give him a handicap.
Wow.
I don't say those words lightly. I'm dead serious. If he's submitting to Cubs and getting his ass kicked by everyone he meets, he shouldn't be a Guardian.
Oh, so that's the same guy. You're right. Maybe once I've been here long enough, maybe I'll challenge him.
I was thinking the same. I also need to have a chat about him trying to adopt a vulnerable amnesiac who's known for 2 days.
How do you adopt someone?
You don't. She doesn't have a legal identity. She's not registered with Child Protection Services or any adoption agencies.
They probably make a birth certificate that just lists him as her legal father. Like, as if he was her biological father. But, you know, I'm not big on it. And I've got a computer. And I've got internet access. I'm just saying.
You said this amnesiac is a cub.
Yeah.
She's like... Don't we have den parents for that, then?
Yeah.
Dazzles is great.
Yeah, we do have a den mother called Dazzles. She's in Uctena Afro, I think. Pretty high ranking.
The only thing she's done that I didn't like was... Okay, I didn't like having to stay outside forever. Like, that was bad. that was really bad. It's not as bad now, but it was really bad. But yeah, besides that, was apparently giving this guy the big old thumbs up.
Cole like pinches his nose. He's like, what does the den parent think about this adoption nonsense?
Well, we're gonna talk to her about it to argue our case as to why it shouldn't happen. Apparently, he said she thought it was fine, which doesn't really make sense to me because she's the den mother. As far as I'm concerned, Kate already has a parent, and it's the den mother.
Exactly.
So, I don't really understand any of this. This Jesse fellow even had the audacity to say I wasn't familiar with the concept of fosterage, and I said, well, apparently you aren't either, because that is not how fosterage works. Fosterage is an extensive legal process, much like adoption, as it turns out.
Huh.
And the thing is that this person is wanted by Pentex. Why would you put her on the roadmap like this? That's a terrible idea. That puts her at risk and paints
Does he
a tiger on
really?
her back. I mean, apparently he wants to write up the paperwork or something. I doubt he could, unless he has contacts in those areas, because if he doesn't, the police are going to arrest his ass. Because I can imagine them being very interested as to where he got this child that didn't exist from.
Huh.
That's going to be a problem. The police are going to say, well, this child doesn't have any identification. Where is she from? Where did you get this person? And then the Glasswalkers are going to have to bail his ass out of jail. And it paints a tiger on the back of this cub who was recently rescued from a Pentex facility, who I'm sure they're very keen to get back.
Yeah, probably.
It's just so much of this is unnecessary and completely pointless and actively damaging. On top of the fact that I consider it, at best, heavy emotional manipulation. At worst, this is a highway to hell for Kate. This is a roadmap to abuse, surely, if not physical, then mental.
And yeah, Cole's one of Cole's hands is going to turn into a fist.
I mean, this person's known. This person knew Kate for barely 3 days, asked the den mother for permission to adopt her, which is probably the only correct thing he's done in this situation at all. And then after that, decided that he's made a bunch of empty promises to Kate, and has also openly admitted he did this on impulse, yet said he considered her feelings, which doesn't make sense because impulse is the opposite of consideration.
Oh, he was telling Lefty the other night that he was all condescending and shit after asking him for advice. And then he gave him advice and he's like, oh yeah, I get you, but I'm not going to do that.
It's the same shit as when he first entered the Sept. He thought I was being aggressive, said, oh, let me give you my spiel.
I thought Lefty was going to punch him.
He should have. He should have just kicked his ass.
It's not a really coggy thing to do, bro.
No, but there's a time and a place.
And he just kicked his ass.
True. Yeah, and how is he supposed to protect Kate if he can't even protect himself from people who are decent fighters but aren't the premier fighters on Sept? You know, they're not the heavy hitters.
He was like, oh man, I'm a guerrilla fighter or something.
It's, what happens if even a single spiral walks up to him looking for this cub, or Pentex teams? These are professionals.
I mean, why wouldn't he just kind of do what we did? Like, Kate isn't legally our sister, but she might as well be. I mean, I don't legally exist either, so...
Exactly, I don't see the need to codify this in the mortal system. It's far too it's very comedy, to a bit of an absurd level, considering what you've just said. If she is family, why do you feel the need to throw that into the weaver's web? It's unnecessary, and it's just dangerous.
Cole takes a rage.
Blink.
I'm going to talk to the den mother about this with Lefty, because pretty much all of us are against this, and it's a terrible idea. And frankly, this idiot needs to be put in his place before he hurts someone. He's going to act like the victim. Oh yeah, he called me a fucking mansplainer in first meeting.
Oh my god, he called fucking Lefty a mansplainer last time.
What?
He was like, I'm not gonna call you a mansplainer because we're having a man-to-man, and I was like, what?
He called me a mansplainer, and it was a man-to-man. He's a 36-year-old dude.
You can't mansplain to a man. That's not how it works.
I mean, this is a guy who implied he'd dealt with prostitution in Florida, and I googled that, and prostitution is illegal in Florida. That's far worse than anything we've ever fucking done. Jesus. What the hell? You're talking about mansplaining. You're arguably indulging in the sexual exploitation of women. What the fuck?
What?
That's just fucking horrible. I mean, maybe I'm reading too much into it, and maybe it was just a joke, but, he made the implication that he wasn't joking. I don't fucking know.
So,
but, I mean, this is a fucking mess of a situation. This is probably the biggest crisis on our set right now.
So, I just got here, but from what I'm hearing, is that someone really needs to be put in their place.
Exactly.
I already like you.
I'm in. Thank you.
Look at a lot like me.
I'm in no position to ask anything of anyone, but should you deem it necessary, or should you allow it? I'd like to be there when this goes down.
I'll keep you in the know, man. This is, sorry about spilling you, throwing so much bad news on your plate.
And I'm going to tell Lefty about you. You're going to have to tell Lefty.
Yeah. I think you and Lefty would actually get along fairly well.
I'll meet him then. But as far as bad things on my plate, this is the world we live in now. It comes with the turf.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of wormish threats, we're doing fairly well for ourselves. It's hardly as if the Sept is under imminent siege.
The bamboozles is weird.
Pardon?
Yeah, Symphony's been freaking the fuck out. She hasn't been able to find bamboozles.
Oh, shit. Well, I mean, he's a ragabash. He might have just ran off somewhere. We don't know.
Well, yeah, but they're pack.
Oh, you mean that she hasn't been getting...
She hasn't been able to find him.
She hasn't been able to contact him either?
Nope.
Okay, that's a problem. I'll need to look into that then. Okay.
Yeah, she's kind of wicked. And bamboozles is pretty cool.
Okay, well, I guess we've got a task for ourselves. Do that. Find the... I'll fill you in on other stuff later, because I've already given you enough spiel for today. I'm just going to cleanse it now, and you can walk in and see it all for yourself in all its grandeur and glory. Fuck me.
Right.
So he will take out his dedicated birch stick, actually. I'm not sure it's even from a birch tree. I think it might have been from, I'll just double check what it is. Actually, I'm going to check now.
I would hope that a birch stick comes from a birch tree.
No, I'm not sure it was a birch stick, though. Okay, we'll say it's birch. Because I didn't decide. We'll say it's birch. And he'll begin doing the rite. He'll take you to a place. He'll take you to a place and gather the water that he needs to do the rite. And then he'll quickly go over it with you. Willpower being spent on this roll, so 60-10. I'm running pretty low on willpower. But I'm going to claim some back.
Sorry.
Yeah, after that I'll be back on full willpower. So that means I can't freaking muck up this roll, hopefully.
Son
Oh,
of a-
oops. I'll do that again. It's a hash to do to put in text, right?
Mhm.
There we go. Yeah, okay, yeah. It was necessary. It was necessary willpower.
At least
Takes
it
you a
was
little bit-
well spent.
Takes it, yeah, it was well spent. I'm glad. It takes you a little bit longer than it takes him a little bit longer than necessary, but he gets it done. He can do the right, and it functions, and you are cleansed.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it. Sorry for holding you up here so long.
Don't sweat it. By the sounds of it, I needed it.
Don't worry about it. You have any play punch face? You can often find me at the training grounds. I can give you a tour if you want.
Tell you what. I will give you my number, and you give me yours, and after I talk to the warder, I'll hit you up about that.
No problem. He'll take out his phone. It's actually a decent looking phone. I'm half tempted to just traumatize Binary by saying it's a flip Nokia, but it's not.
Oh my god.
I thought you were going to be like, it's a brick Nokia.
It's a brick Nokia. And Binary's like,
At which point she points and screams, "That's a thrown weapon!"
but yeah, no, it's actually a modern phone, and he will give you his number.
Yep. He pulls out his phone. It's kind of like an off-brand type phone, a smartphone. It's nothing fantastic, but it gets the job done.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna go see the Wormfoe and the warder, and I will get back with you. Thank
See
you
you around.
both. Yep.
Wave.
See you around, brother.
He heads off.
And with that, unless you plan to heckle more,
Are you koala? Are you being a koala to Abel right now?
if by koala you mean jumping on his back because she feels like it and piggyback, yes,
You.
koala'd. With the skateboard like tucked under one arm. One-armed koala'd. But yes, koala has been initiated, so it is now safe to say thank you, players, for playing, and watchers for watching. And we'll see you next time on the Living World. Oh, no. No.
Ah!
No.
Oh!
It's up to the howling winds. No.